Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't even know what day of quarantine or self-isolation that we are on, but all I know is that I'm going crazy, but I'm so happy to be able to be doing YouTube right now and have something to be keeping me busy. I started my YouTube channel about almost 1 year ago, and that's when I think I got the majority of my subscribers. Is about last spring, and that's when most of you found me. And I've been getting a lot of like comments or messages on my Instagram asking about if I've lost weight, how I leaned out, blah blah blah. And so I'm making this video today about how I lost weight and how I got toned because I've gotten a lot of questions on it. I do, of course, have to make a disclaimer. Everything that I am saying in this video is just from my personal experience. I am in no way a doctor, an expert, a nutritionist, dietitian, none of that. This is just what worked for me and what I've learned from my personal experience. All right. Sorry, my hair was driving me absolutely crazy. I do also want to say that I never thought I was fat or needed to lose weight or anything like that. I'm going to be putting in photos of me probably starting from when I was about 17. You'll see my body has changed a lot and it would go through phases. And I never thought I was fat or overweight or ugly in any of those. I just know that how I am now, I feel great, and this is what makes me feel my best inside and out. And so please don't think if you look like me in one of the photos or if you weigh a certain amount that you need to lose weight. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you are someone who wants to lose weight or wants to feel better about your body physically and on the inside, these are some tips and how I did it. So I just wanted to put that out there. The main thing I want to put out there is just to take care of yourself. How to take care of yourself is different for every single person. So anyways, to start, let's kind of give some history on me and my body, my health, my fitness, my diet, all of that. I've always been pretty lean growing up. Like, you know, I was an active kid and I ate a lot. I always had a big appetite, but I was always a good weight. But then when I was in high school, I think around when I was 16, I did gain a little bit of weight and I was really insecure about my body then. I would eat whatever. I didn't work out, didn't care about health or fitness at all. My sister was always the one who was all about it, and I was like, not for me. I would eat McDonald's like every single day, like 2 times a day, literally. Other than that, I never cared about my weight or about working out or diet, anything like that. When I was 17, then I moved to Spain, and in Spain I ended up losing like 15 pounds effortlessly. I think because, you know, I was living with a different culture and I had a different lifestyle than what I had in America. I was walking everywhere. My diet became really Mediterranean, which is very healthy. And I just lost 15 pounds. And then that was when I actually, I think, did start to care about health and fitness. I came home from Spain and I became a health freak. I was like all about holistic health. I wouldn't touch anything that wasn't natural. I was, I think, a bit too extreme, but that was about when I started to really care about health and fitness. Is about 18 or 19, I'd say now, and I just turned 20. Ever since that age, I have stayed pretty good at working out, being active daily, eating very healthy. My dream job is to be a dietitian or a nutritionist, and so I love trying out new little fad diets, not to lose weight, but to see how my body responds to them. I did the Whole30, I did the keto diet, I've done vegan, vegetarian. I think that right now I have about a 13.6% body fat, which is pretty low, but the biggest that I've been is about 30 pounds of just pure fat on me. So I'm going to give you guys my 5 tips on how I lost weight and how I got toned. My first tip would be to have protein and veggies at every single meal. I love vegetables. I love them so much. I love broccoli, asparagus, cauliflower, carrots, mushrooms, onions. I love them, as you can tell. And so I try and have those literally breakfast, lunch, dinner. And I also try and have them be the majority of my plate. And with the protein, if I don't have protein, I will not be full, especially for breakfast. I have to have like a protein of like eggs or something, or else I feel as if I'll just be like ravenous pecking all day, whether it's a lean protein or not. Just have some source of protein and then a ton of vegetables. I post a lot of my food and recipes that I make on my Snapchat, which I'll put here, and my Instagram. And a lot of people will see that I'm having vegetables with my breakfast and they think it's weird, but I just love having like a side of asparagus or mushrooms, some tomatoes, all of that. I love it. My second tip is to control your portions. This has always been a really hard one for me because I'm someone who, I'm definitely a volume eater. I have a big appetite and I feel like my stomach is just huge and I need a lot of food to actually make me full, which is why I do eat a lot of vegetables, because they're lower in calorie, but I can still eat a lot of them. I can easily eat probably as much as like a 6'5" man. I have to make a conscious effort to know what my body actually needs. But I do think it's really important to listen to your body, because there are some days where I just am like a bottomless pit and I can eat, and I realize it's probably because my body needs it and I listen to it. That of course doesn't mean going and eating like a whole box of my favorite golden Oreos, but if it means I need a second serving of my healthy turkey chili, I'm gonna do it. So practice portion control, and by that I mean knowing how much your body truly does need, and don't deprive yourself. My third tip is to eat the damn cookie and then carry on. What I mean by this is, for example, yesterday we had groceries delivered and I was putting them away, and there was a bag of cookie dough in it, and it was all natural, really good, healthy cookie dough, and they were like in the little bite size, you know, you just pop them in the oven. And I really wanted one, but I was like, no, I've been so good all day, I don't want to ruin it. And so I went back to my computer and I was doing some work, and I kept thinking of the cookie, and I kept thinking of the cookie, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna eat the raw, I ate it raw, the piece of cookie dough, and I can carry on. That doesn't mean that I have to sit there and eat 5 more of them, or that my diet is ruined, or that I just gained 5 pounds within one bite. That doesn't mean any of that. So I allowed myself to eat the cookie, and I moved on with the rest of my day. And why this is one of my tips is because if I hadn't eaten that cookie, I would have sat there all day obsessively thinking about it, and then maybe binging on something later, or just saying screw it. But instead, I'm proud of myself because I ate the cookie, I enjoyed it, it was great, and then I carried on with the rest of my day, and I had a great healthy dinner. So just eat the damn cookie and move on with your life. It's not the end of the world. Of course, you don't have to eat 5 of them, but you can eat 1 and not ruin your diet or stop you from reaching your goals. My fourth tip is to have a consistent workout routine or be active daily. When I saw the biggest changes in my body is when I became actually very consistent with my workouts. In the past, I would maybe go to a workout 2 times a week, and then I'd fall off for a week, and then I'd go like every single day. But what has worked the best for me is having that consistent routine and keeping with it. Also, with self-isolation, I found myself just, you know, sitting around all day. And so one thing that I've been doing the past week is every morning I go hiking with my dog, and I just think staying active every single day, whether it's going for a walk or walking your dog on top of working out, is really important, and you will really start to see your body change for the better. All right, my last tip is a really important one. If you really do want to lose weight or see a big change in your body physique, you do need to actually practice self-discipline and self-control. But don't go crazy with it. It can be really easy to get carried away and obsessive, and that's when it can get really dangerous to be on a diet or trying to lose weight or trying to build muscle. It's kind of a fine line because you do have to be careful about what you're eating or how you're working out, but at the same time you don't want to be obsessive about it. So kind of try and find your little balance of it, I guess. So that would be my 5th tip, is to find your perfect balance of not going crazy but being disciplined. And finally, I want to talk about how I have made this all a lifestyle for me, something that isn't like a crash and burn diet. Health and fitness is something that I love, and I want to apply it every day in my life. And so how I eat healthy on the daily is I have a protein and vegetables with every single meal, veggies the majority of my meal. I do eat low carb. I don't think carbs are bad for you, but my body does respond really well to eating more low carb. I never eat rice or pasta, anything like that. I do have like Dave's Killer Bread Toast, which you might have seen in my what I eat in a day, but I do keep my carbs and grains really, really low. It's just what personally works for me. Might not work for you, but what I like is eating low carb. I love eating out. I eat out about once a day normally, and for some people it might be hard for them to go out to a restaurant and eat healthy, but with me, because I do it so much, it's just a normal thing for me. And so my guide for eating out is I'll just get like a fish or a chicken, whatever, some steamed veggies, or a salad with no cheese, no dressing, just kind of like, you know, a clean meat, and then some nice vegetables, either sauteed in olive oil or steamed. I also don't eat any like refined sugar, and I try and limit my natural sugars and my artificial sweeteners. And I don't eat dairy unless, you know, I am eating out and there's maybe butter in something, and occasionally I like a charcuterie board, but on the day-to-day, don't eat dairy, don't like it. Another thing is I've tried to just kind of stop mindlessly snacking on little things throughout the day, because these things add up really, really fast, and I just try and have a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and if I'm really hungry, a snack. It's really easy to just take a bite of this, a bite of that, and before you know it, you've eaten way more than you probably think you have, and that can really get in the way of reaching your goals. So that might sound like a really strict diet or lifestyle for some people, but there are little things that I do enjoy on the daily. I love coffee creamer. I do use one that's like sugar-free, but it's still obviously not good. It's filled with chemicals and unnecessary calories, but I love it. And so I have a little bit of that every day. I also love Diet Dr. Pepper. I try and limit this, of course, but I do enjoy it. And I do enjoy alcohol such as red wine or skinny margaritas occasionally. You know, those little things are things that I have decided to compromise on though and keep myself sane. How I've put fitness into my life is I work out 3 times a week with my personal trainer. I'm very blessed and grateful to be able to have a personal trainer, but I love doing that with her. I love going on hikes, like I said, walks, I do hot yoga, all of that stuff. And so every day I try and be active at least a little. Whether that is a 3-mile hike with my dog or me sweaty and disgusting with my trainer. Either way, I'm trying to get a little bit of physical activity every single day because I think it's just so good for you, and it's also so great for your mind, the endorphins. I love working out. So that is how I actually have made this a lifestyle, not just a little diet or way to quickly lose 10 pounds. And so that is how I keep a healthy lifestyle on the daily. I really do want to stress though that I'm not saying that if you don't do these things you're bad or you don't look good, anything like that. I'm just simply saying how I got to where I am today and how I got to feeling good on the inside and feeling good on the outside as well. My version of taking care of myself could be a completely different version of you taking care of yourself, and so again, find what works for you. This is just what worked for me personally, but overall I think we need to take pride in our bodies and treat them with respect, and that's really just the most important thing, is respecting our bodies and knowing what they deserve and what they need. If you're looking for any healthy recipes or workouts, I do have some on my channel, so make sure to check those out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and coming along for another self-isolation video. I am on a roll, baby. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and please do not forget to subscribe because it makes me so happy, and I will see you guys next time. Mwah.